and send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 2. Now Penix. And complete to Drake London. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Looking to throw, Penix. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. To throw again is Penix. This pass is caught by London. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there at 22.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
Short of the goal line. 4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that one not returnable. It's over the Back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Rip, 23.
On second down, they'll run it here. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football.
Great job. Go. 11.
From midfield now, Lawrence. And Thomas has it. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Jaguars, first and 10 on the 25-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Red on red. Hey, Ginger. Zach.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
A gain of 12.
Hey, Lion.
First down, Jaguars.
Now Lawrence to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brian Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, you're almost in field goal position.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll throw with Penix. Over the middle, caught by London. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Got it, ready? 70, get it. Cougar 19, 18, Roger, 18, 19, Lion. Get it.
They'll look to throw here. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. The Falcons at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing again, Penix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. And we're pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. But thankfully, this is corralled by the offense, so they will, in fact, hold on to the football. Well, not exactly the way that they drew it up, partner, but certainly not going to complain because the end result, touchdown.
A great outcome for the offensive side, but a crushing play defensively. You make a quick stop, force a fumble, and you see them take the fumble all the way in for 6 points. Now the challenge becomes not getting down and going out and continuing to make plays and hoping the ball bounces your way the next time.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Lisa 24. Son, it's on. Hey! No!
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Ready up.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
Hey, run. Done. It's hot.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Now they go screen. It's complete. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line.
First down. A gain of 14.
Hey, Lion.
And the Jaguars first down.
It's ain't right open. Silver.
Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Now the extra point. And this is off the left upright, but he banks it through. How about that one? Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
19 tight, Dragon 60. 79 Broncos.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Ready?
2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 70 line, 18, run, 18, 70 range, 70 range, Warriors, 70. Ready.
Looking to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Over the middle, complete. It's Hunter. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Trevor Lawrence. A 10-yard loss on the play. It's second down.
Throwing on second and long. Lawrence. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ballgame as it's intercepted. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Intercepted. The Falcons take over first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
43-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
On third down, Penix from the gun. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into fourth down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. On the bootleg, it's Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
34-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And it will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Aluakin. And the Jags will take over possession here up at the 44. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Hey, let's go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down to about the 48-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They'll go play action here with Penix. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To the air, Penix. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pinch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. And looking to throw, Penix. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. A dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now Penix going to hold on to it. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Now Penix. That is caught. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And that is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Here's Penix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
In the thighs, gripping on it like I'm picking the pride. I hit the crib where the collide, but really ain't tripping. We can get it right through the
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Jaguars will take over here just shy of the 30.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. From the gun, it's Lawrence. To the right side and complete to Thomas. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Looking to throw, Penix. He's got it to win. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Jags grab it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, and now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Jags are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You got to go compete for the ball so you can get another one picked off.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down.
At the 42-yard line.
Right, let's go. Sink right. Hey, center. Cut. Red.
Play action. It's Lawrence. It's caught at the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
Hey, Ginger, touch.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Lawrence now going to move him around.
13, Luke. Here we go.
On second and goal, Lawrence got his tight end. That's complete. That's Wallace. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Hey, tomato.
On third and goal, Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick. And the Falcons force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10.
Intercepted.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. They'll drop to throw. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll set up to throw. And drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
To throw again is Penix. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up without another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Here's Lawrence. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Jalen Walker in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this will be taken at the 13. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
And it will be Falcon football.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. They'll throw with Penix. And he whips that one incomplete there. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw again. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Penix to the air once more. This pass is caught by London. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. But it's not going to work. He'll go down, and they got him. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They're going to look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, and even a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
19, Tiger, 19.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's going to be caught by Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts from 19 yards away. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some space here. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
1st down, Jacksonville.
They go play action with Lawrence. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
2nd and 6.
Right, all right. Hey, Soko, high.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now Lawrence. Out route, and this is Henry with a catch. And he's going to have a chance 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
What a drive this has been. Just churn up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Hey,
scrimmage. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hey, Lion.
Lawrence will throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thomas. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Lawrence. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. To the air, Penix. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
19 tight. Track 60.
And looking to throw, Penix. Caught by London. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 more yards there and another 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something to feel.
And now here's another interception. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Here's your 24. Hey, tomato. Silver.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 120 yards rushing for him now to this point. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Center. Done.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
So goes. Hot.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Jaguars, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at